Okay, I'll be right back in just a moment when we get this started. Let's go. Oh, bit loud. Okay, now I've forgotten. What am I doing? Oh. This place gets fancy in the evenings. Let's go. You can't get his boots. Dust smell, reality lowdown, morale, clothes, authority, sniff. Oh. Okay, let's go back outside. We're gonna waste some time. Then we're gonna read another book. I should waste the other time. Oh, wow. There's shadows. That's fancy. Let's go talk to Kuno. Little turd.
fuck does Kuno care?
Hey, you got any speed?
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a fuck no pig.
He's not worried about prison. He's got... You need to befriend him first.
You need to befriend him first. Okay, talk to Manana about the armor.
So?
So, he promised you... He told me you promised to sick him. The pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Right, foe?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now,
Yeah.
what is this? After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
I don't care about Kuno.
Yeah, real interesting.
Real interesting. So what's going on with this dummy? Oh, I need an empathy point. Oh, but wait. Wait. I can add one. Maybe I should. Let's go. Just for giggles. Let's try it.
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his shit.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
What? Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two.
Oh, she is. She's a little
Kuno
bitch.
has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something.
So why is she still
something
hiding
very
there?
Bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him.
Kuno is unfortunately a little puppet. Kuno S. That's the one.
Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder.
Yeah,
was the case
exactly.
that they gave
Now you're getting it. She's the brains here.
All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem.
We just
she
did
came
that.
up with that. Also, all in all, Kuno
Kuno.
respects madness.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Let's go, Kuno. I think.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Yeah, get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot. That's it. You let him off the line. That was a
Oh,
bad,
you fucked it up.
manipulative
You
thing
tried,
to
though.
say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Sorry, empathy. I failed you.
Try to fuck my Kuno. Try to fuck my Kuno away. Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them. For
Try it again,
trying
though.
To take the street out of Kuno.
We can try this again. All you want.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Doesn't matter what you say here. Let's go.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. You should give up, Popo.
Are you okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Kuno does.
Okay, well, go level up, empathy. We'll get him. Let's see what's going on here. She's the bitch of this operation.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there. Let's talk.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Always thought there was something wrong between this.
I'll
Cool.
die before I squeal, pig.
See, hey kid.
What's this kid shit? fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got done! Talk to me!
So it's a girl. Interesting.
It does make it interesting, doesn't it? That's why he's listening to her in the
I'll die
first
before I
place.
squeal.
Yeah. There's an end there. But we need to... Oh, actually, hang on. Do we have some gear that can fix this? Sometimes inventory matters, right? Oh, back. What do we have that we can wear? Preferably something that raises empathy. Don't think we have anything like that. We tried. Okay. Just we need more empathy point. That's all. Okay, so what else can we do?
The
Any new
light's so pretty when it gets dark.
and composure. Okay. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, sometimes you can change clothes. And it will actually help. Not any of those, though. What can we do that we can actually do? Oh, we can do this. We got this. Wait. There's drivers to interrogate. Let's go. Go talk to some drivers. There's a chance. We can be terrible and good at the same time. Watch this. Wait, what drivers are left? Are you saying there's a driver I haven't interrogated? How do I...
Right to work!
Yeah, those are... That dude's a plant. Totally. Is there a driver in there? Actually, is there a driver in there? They would have left by now.
A
We got-
lorry stuck. The windows, fumes
Yeah.
of heavy fuel.
We already did all that. Okay, let's find another. No problem. Wait, you mean the two? It was her.
Low man, you caught me at an opportune moment. Is of
Okay. Well. I don't know. I'm just... Only time will I wait for 2100. That's all. There was a different part. Hold on. That is a fancy car, by the way. Not that way. What about the lock? And pawn shop. All that. Where was that? Bullet holes, you say? Well, when you run out of options, you try every option you were given before. So, let's go take the rounds. It'll be fun. The crane, the boat, the very special boat. Anything new?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Like with the lorrymen.
On the contrary, officer. There are yet camionneurs you have not talked to. And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on
So where are the
brother.
rest of them?
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
That was a hint.
This reality.
So, no time to explain.
No, but please, a little context.
It's
We're not in
related to
such a
that
hurry.
medical episode.
Ah, yes. The
Oh,
episode
this is the reality lowdown.
sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Whoa. That's not good.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
I freaking love how Kim just rolls with this. He just has a, you know what? I don't care. Just
We
whatever.
may be here a while then.
Let's
All
go.
right, you're in. Begin with the first one.
Okay,
You
let's
appear worldly.
start. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol.
I love how she just rolls
A
with us
very
too.
small district
It's awesome.
tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
I love how she just rolls with this, just like Kim. Love it. Let's go. Let's see what she says.
As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Caesar's.
Not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean. Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know.
Caillou.
Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
Caillou. Yo, Bert. That Caillou is a little bitch boy. Seriously. So glad that was canceled. We watched this so much with our kids too. I mean, at the time I didn't really think it was so bad, but looking back, I'm like, wow, that kid was a little shit, wasn't he?
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Okay, so Revachol. Oh, actually, tell me about another, even more fundamental aspect.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
Times are these.
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
What?
For the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What's the big time? Actually, you've got a predatory streak.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all a matter of where you get to file your teeth.
I would hope to think I'm not a predator, but, you know, no choice if that's how I have to live.
The revolution.
What is this revolution?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
It's shot in the head.
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking,
Seriously?
40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did they shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That is a tragedy, not a confluffle.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Opposite side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Who was that guy?
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place.
Go on.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Mineral rights.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
By liberals, you mean saying I'm a liberal? Because I clearly don't have mineral rights. Actually, I might have the mineral rights on my property, but I don't think I'm allowed to erect a derrick here in the middle of my HOA and drill for oil. Go on.
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary.
Oh, you mean the people holding your society up. Got it.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Everyone got shot. Who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
But wait, you just said the liberals got it all.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Go on. Let's talk about them. We're not so much getting a factual history, but a history from her standpoint, which is kind of important.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay, the arms center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralist? You mean what they think is moral and not we think?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
Which are the people you work for, by the way.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Rooty tooty, pointy shooty.
Whoa.
That's the way of history.
History is written by the victors. When was this kerfluffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
I get it, but which century?
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
World War. World War III, actually.
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
We narrowly avoided this in the US, by the way.
It made people overthrow their governments.
Really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
This game has a lot of factual basis, and this game came out before the pandemic, didn't it? Interesting.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far.
Hope you're back.
The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Interesting.
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
This could have happened to the US. It's quite possible that maybe Trump did play a role in keeping the peace, but not in the way that he thinks it did.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that
No,
similar.
they're not.
Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have...
She has a boat and you have nothing. Your lives are very different.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust.
We just happen to be
That
standing
counts for
here
more than
together.
you think.
So what is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
And don't start to think this couldn't happen here. This is fiction, but... well, we just saw a reality.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
Wow, they got colored plastics. What did we get?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to 19 was simply hell.
After?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
I find it absolutely awesome that she's just like, bleh, talking about this. Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled
Of course
by
not.
cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
Woo, reality. Love it. Hey, we got a reality lowdown. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I don't know. I would have killed more.
The cold runs down your spine as you say the words.
I see.
I'm just
A
guessing.
tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
At any cost, until humanity is free.
The
Wow.
wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. A dog barks. A gun...
Capital is past.
Past.
Wow.
That's what De Briever, the leader of the communards, said before she got a bullet in her head. Capital is finished.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position.
And what is your...
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by...
Understandable.
Oof. Wow.
Good question.
Oh, I can change that.
What would you have done
I
differently?
don't think it really matters. I asked you. Who are you in all this?
And I asked you. Past-less detective of the citizens' militia.
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Number 2 is most likely what I personally would have done. I would have sought treatment.
A cold creeps up your spine.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with the technology 50 years ago?
Oof. Was it a prion? Ooh. Those things are... That's the stuff of nightmares right there. No, privatized healthcare and a work ethic. Those don't go together.
The wind stops, and for a dog barks.
There is peace.
Good hygiene. Really. A very... When they failed to step up, Marzov. And what
Okay,
is
well,
Position, ma'am.
understandable.
let's just move on about
They
that.
are what they... Anyway, enough sentimentality.
What is this? Acute
Is there anything else you want
syphilis?
to know? It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
So what causes this?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint. She stares at you, head
It's reality.
tilted to the side.
Okay,
with a
let's try some
slightly
checks.
concerned look on her face.
It's pretty core.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something.
It's a white check. You can always come
This
back.
isn't about you. It's a strange coldness comes over you.
You weren't going
as
to make
you
that.
look at the world. The waves sway the sloop.
I want to know
slowly.
what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her. It's sharp.
Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
It's the ones... Oh, I liberate myself pretty hard.
No, not like me. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp who pushed the king under a shitwagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? No, I think not. Tell me.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire.
Don't care.
Decades of
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done anything differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
Why does this have to get so political? Seriously, come
I
on.
would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
Or is this just reality? Is everything political? Maybe it is.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have...
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Hey, you got dollars.
Perhaps. Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anyway.
Seditious talk, man.
Okay, well, whatever. Not important.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
I'm actually surprised we got this kind of talk out of her. Not the kind of person I would have thought we would have gotten this from. What is this?
A bird? Sphenicid?
Am I really
A
that?
flightless bird of the polar regions?
Yeah. I mean, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
I hate that word, but only because I've heard it used in such shitty contexts.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Ooh, lived in one.
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a sort.
Wonderful.
Indeed. Okay, let's move on. Oh, what is that?
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
It's possible I'm one of them. But anyway, let's move on.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Interesting. Sounds like I'm part of the superculture. But anyway, I get it.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat, all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
That's probably me too.
All right. What next?
Anyway, let's move on. You need esprit de corps. Wow, really? Esprit de corps and conceptualism.
Glad to have been of assistance.
I've got
The
more
little that I
questions
know.
about reality.
More lessons
Nope.
in basic reality.
No.
Glad to have been of assistance. The li-
Actually, hold on here. Esprit de corps and actually, what was the other one that he did? Esprit de corps, conceptualization, logic. Like logic. Let's go with that. The skill cap. What? Seriously? My brain is limited. Oh. That's what those dots mean. That's how much you can level them up. And that's because you chose the motorist, I guess. Anyway, wait.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Conceptualization. Wow. Okay, I can only put 1 point. It's the limit of my brain. Oh, that feels bad. Whatever. Let's try it. It's a low chance.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite.
A strange coldness comes over you.
Of course you want to fail it. You just wasted a skill
Glad to have
point.
been of assistance. The little that.
Oh well, that's fun. I bet I will use it later, though, or something. Or not. Actually, I've got things. I can actually. Does that change it?
You're back. Good. What can more lessons in basic
No.
reality? My favorite part of the day. Glad to have been of
Okay, just trying. I know they are to waste. Who else do you need to talk to? Okay, we need to go to 2100. So, time for another book. Book time. Book time. Book time. Book time. We need to push late. Let's go. Try that.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
White antlers.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. A shameful way to treat a former king.
Why Frizzle?
Even one, because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Right.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents.
Okay.
The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns.
Editor's note.
Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Start with that.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Okay.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
International developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
T-Fox62 says they will subscribe to this communist magazine.
You also skip over an
Hello.
article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something about bear wrestling in Samara. Book riots in Yugograd.
I was just trying to waste some time, but these voices are so good to listen to.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling.
Whoa, bear wrestling.
Flip
Let's
back
go.
to that.
Okay, let's see what it's about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself.
To be fair, I could probably flip through this game in like 1/4 of the time if I wasn't sitting here listening to the voices. But I'm going to listen to the voices. They're so nice.
According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately
Sport.
known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Is this skipping time? Yeah, we just skipped 20 minutes. Okay, tell me about this Uncle Sport?
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Back to bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
Go on.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Fight a bear if you're drunk.
Precisely. For too long, drink has been a scourge to the working class, and President Kaczynski is deeply committed to supplying the people with more wholesome entertainments.
Kim, do you think there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV? No.
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
Thought it'd be fun to see a bear fight.
They're quite the spectacle, as I understand. I've heard they make the people in the front rows wear plastic sheets. On account of the blood, you see.
You know, you're sitting in the splash zone.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay. Kunst und Kultur.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Sorry, not culture, but Kultur.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Go on.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Let's read it.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
You know, this isn't a book that's making time skip, but the voice is so nice, we're going to keep listening to it. Okay, what is this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
What do the communists say?
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
Given the time of day, I'm wasting time till 2100. Yeah, this one's not skipping time.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Anyway.
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships.
Wait, hang on.
And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
It is skipping. Okay. Who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb and Kalada Bernal, and there's no way those are real names.
Are they? I don't know.
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
I've never met anyone named Harry Dubois either. But anyway, what's so bad about let's go with number 3. What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
I mean, why would you go watch bear wrestling unless people didn't get mauled? Where's the fun in that?
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Never mind. We're watching race cars get destroyed. I'm good with that. Let's go. I like the violence. Let's go.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion.
I can safely
Oh crap,
say
I
that
just
never
tapped my
crossed
keyboard.
mind, Detective.
One cannot avoid the conclusion that tip-top tourney is simply the apotheosis of the spectacular entertainment under capitalism. I cannot possibly speak it in the same voice. It's impossible. Okay, let's go on. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
Yeah. Well, reality aside, yeah.
You flip back to
Sure.
the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Moving along, 2041. What do they mean by local concerns?
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
You know, I could listen to this voice as like a audiobook, and it would be glorious. I would hope this person made some. Whoever did this voice acting. It's glorious.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Well, that's revolutionary talk there.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Such a crime.
Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Gaston. I don't know. Me, personally, I would choose number 4. Whatever. I'm just going to choose to work.
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
Mucilaginous.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before...
Okay, put it away. Okay, we have some things to be at
What's
2100.
this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but
probably
it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you.
Interesting. Hangover on the second day. Yeah, it's real. Seriously. I drink and I feel it for like 3 days. I'm going to feel this here. I'm going to feel this on Friday. But anyway, I will be right back in like about 2 minutes. I got to go to the bathroom. We are back. Flipping to an AFK screen. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. So I go to the bathroom and I go in there and my cat is just sitting in the darkness on the mat by the toilet. We got a cat that just loves hiding in there. It's the most polite cat too. Nicest cat. We call her Polite Cat. But okay, let's go.
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What is the Kingdom of Conscience? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It just gives you the option for a thought.
I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, We are all going to be so much happier.
That's good. Alright, it's 2100. I need to go visit the locks. And I have no idea how to get there. How do I get back to where that was? What is that? Oh, that's because my perception got better, I guess. So, even all the stupid little things that pop up to me are dependent on my skills. Awesome. I could roll a different character with different skills, and this would be an entirely different playthrough. Okay, I need to get back to the locks, but I don't remember how to get there. I don't remember how I got there the first time. So, this is going to be a little awkward. I'm hoping it's the way I don't go. Crap. Maybe it was this way? Have I been this way before? Helpline. Oh, yeah, it's the drawbridge. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way, I think. That's the pawn shop.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft, nothing happens.
Yeah, let's push it harder.
Nothing happened. A spring brings... Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Hang on. There was something I was supposed to do over here. They have little clock icons, not the smoker. Close the water lock. This isn't Wednesday. This is Tuesday. Oops. Okay. Let's go. There were two things I need to do. I need to go find the stupid...
That page 3 girl. She must be the most beautiful page 3 girl ever printed. And look at those freckles. Come on, beauty is inviting you on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage you can make with just your hand.
Oh my gosh. No. I had two tasks I had to do that were after 2100. One of them was go find dumbass in the balcony. Need to go around. What was it, apartment 10, I think? Let's go. Not you, not you, not you. I forget. What's apartment 10? Fuck. This place is upstairs. This place is just sadness. But what is that? Did I go in here before? think so. Can't put more points to the skill. Drugs. Oh, wrong side. I remember now. We need to go to the other side. As someone is questioning. Let's talk, dude. It's him, right there.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds, and his shirt is still unbuttoned.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Right again? No, I just want answers. Sure.
Beautiful.
Befriend them. Maybe?
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Door 28. Nice view, though.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Doesn't sound special, but I only see this angle and not the reverse. Might be nice. Who knows?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
No. Well, I want to meet your friend.
Trust me. You do.
Okay. I want to talk to you first, though.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Camera on? Yep. Hey! Okay, let's go on.
Besides, I've got to run.
Run where?
He's going to leave you alone again.
Oh, that's sad.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Okay.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Okay. Promise me if you'll talk again.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
Yeah, because they're weird words. I really like how Kim just kind of rolls with whatever crap we're doing, though. Like, he's just like, whatever. Don't care.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Okay.
Take care, all right?
That was a lot of experience. Nice. Okay, well, let's talk to your friend.
He's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
Like how Kim just kind of is like, whatever. Don't care. I get paid. He seems like the guy who's just like, whatever, I don't care. I get paid either way.
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
His shirt.
His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
Oh, he has something to tell you. You're so...
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
You're so clueless.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've
Oh,
got a
come on.
potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
I love how he's just like, you're so stupid. Was that the apartment? No. Hey, that is the apartment. Now we can just look around. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Governmental issues. No. Oh, hey, new room. It's just like The Witcher. Go into a person's house and rob them blind, I guess. That's a canopy bed. description called it exquisite, but it looks not exquisite. None of this is weird. Yeah, sure it is. I don't care. I don't care about your relationship. I just want to talk.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Let's
His
talk.
hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
Hmm?
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
I seriously don't care. I just have questions.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Okay, let's ask you about the finer things. I have to ask you to inquire about this wonderful canopy. You know, the graphic doesn't actually make it look that good, but you know what? I've always wanted a canopy bed, so I'd be like, yay!
Oh, yes.
That's
My
nice.
friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial.
But
It's very comfy.
did you know, with a little bit of carpentry or a little bit of welding, whichever material you prefer, you can make any bed a canopy bed. All it takes is time, and a little bit of effort. I mean, I'm not a welder at all, but I bet I could weld a frame together that would work. Or I could make one out of wood. Either way,
That's really all I can tell you about it.
all that really matters is the fabric hanging on it. And I don't know, the picture doesn't make it look good. It could be great, though.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
So, you witnessed the lynching.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Wasn't a lynching, actually. Dude was already dead. Start from the beginning.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening.
Just like a play.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
They don't know he was dead, though, already.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Maybe you should.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
Martinez.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Yes, we can. You describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud.
Yep.
Let's just say that the
Okay.
laboring classes, I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Yeah, exactly 8. Were any of them fat?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Describing someone 200 kilograms. As an American, I don't know what this number means, but Siri, not Siri, Google does. So, here we go. $200 kilograms in pounds. That's not the answer. 200 kilograms in pounds.
440.925 pounds.
That's a fat dude. That's like 2.5 of me. I weigh like 170. 160?
I went back inside.
That's a big boy. A very, very big boy. You would notice that.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, but we already know what happened.
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
So much racism. Next.
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Of course it was, because it was a cover. Dude was already dead.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Didn't call the Elysium.
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Didn't actually see it.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Why are you here? Oh, we can guess, and it has to do with the friend.
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
That's great, but why are you here, specifically?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Doesn't explain why you're here in this specific apartment. And, I mean, we can already guess why. And I really don't give a flying fuck. But whatever, it's a game. Bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
They are renovating an apartment. They got his top lopped off. That's fine. So, what is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Or caused it. Don't care.
It is the most important thing.
The price stability. It's the most important, is it?
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment.
I mean, I get it. Price stability is important. But here we are in a world where, whatever. Go on.
Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
I get it.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce.
Well, it would require a massive amount for that to happen, but go on.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price.
Okay,
a sound
whatever.
monetary policy is a... But
I don't want to read that.
I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line.
So,
Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to
what
transparency.
about the Moral Intern?
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So, Moral Intern bitches.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intern.
Well, it kind of does, but go on.
But of course,
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Are you a moralist, Kim?
Me?
Yeah. You don't know how to answer that question either, do you?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revachol.
Good answer.
A very moralist answer.
But what is? Actually, Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
So what about the rest?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It seems like I'm talking to people. I'm choosing option D. It's none of the above. Is that above? Is that moralism?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Everything else is super extreme. Seriously.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
I might have chosen the motorist, but I'm not a doer.
Now, enough of this delightful
But
political
anyway,
interlude.
tell me about Sur la Clef.
Was there what's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that
sorry.
measures
Sur-la-Clé?
very high on the human development
Is
and
the F
freedom of
silent? French is weird.
Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries.
So,
Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
makes Revachol dulling. This place looks like a crap hole.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people,
Sur la
its cuisine
Clef?
even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Must be a French thing.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur la Clé's love for meatballs
Sur la
and
Clé.
mashed potatoes.
So is the F silent? Whatever. Move on.
Whatever you wish, officer.
What's with your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
You sure about that? Because looking at this from the outside, he looks like a drifter. What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
Oh, good, because I was thinking of like Kedra from like The Last of Us. Like,
That it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
what's this IPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success.
Okay.
Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
What does that stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
Oh, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
Not listening.
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Be like this place here? This is terrible.
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Wow. Is Revachol going to be part of it?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Didn't you say that candidate members can never become members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil
Oh my gosh,
platforms
just
ablaze
answer the
overnight,
fucking question.
Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
Yeah, exactly. No one counts friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
So you dodged the question.
Sorry, who?
Your friend. The person whose apartment you are occupying.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts.
I
It
guarantee
is a
you,
cornerstone of our civilization.
looking at the environments that I've been sitting in, no one is coming here to pursue education. So, but those aren't my options. So, what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information.
Okay, so
I'm sure you have
he's
your own method.
just here to study the arts.
Please don't put me in this situation.
But study the arts where?
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
So, why you in his apartment?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view?
Listen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
The baby is crying in the waves crashing in the distance. The sound of sea below the window.
Someone's baby is bawling its eyes out.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why not?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. Sure,
Okay.
Go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
That was a completely worthless conversation that you learned absolutely nothing from. Just like a politician. Anyway. Dates have been... I mean, everything seems on the up and up, though. So, yeah. What's this? A hat. Meh. Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Now what? There was something... Was there something else I was supposed to do this late? Oh yeah, go wash your ass. Seriously. Okay, we're done here. Let's go. I don't know. I learned absolutely nothing. Here, distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. Traffic. Really? Okay. Maroon glow. Okay, that's great. Oh, that's kind of annoying. You can't see or hear any of it. So, I don't get that. That's unfortunate. But oh well. I'm walking amongst ruins. So I guess the visit back to the Whirling and Rags is about right. Okay, let's go. Hey, you do have power. How about that? This place. I don't know. It almost feels like we're... I mean, to be fair to this city, and I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, I could walk around my own city and find shitty, ruinous places like this. Anyway, This place actually gets kind of neat. Anyway, you need to take a shower, apparently. So you're allowed to go back in your own apartment. See you in the morning. Yay! Okay. Wow.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
Well, if it has running water.
Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with... The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid.
Wow.
A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Sad outlook.
You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'm going to flip the AFK screen. Oh my gosh. How did I not notice that? Hey, TFalc62, thank you for the follow. If you're still here. I'll not see that. Okay, I'm going to do a quick test just to see. I'm going to do a quick sound check. If I can find the button. I can't find the button. Wow. Well, that feels bad. Okay. I am going to go to the bathroom real quick. Oh, wait, here it is. Quick check. Weird that I didn't get that sound. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Shouldn't. I will be right back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back, but just on a side note, so I'm blanking. There's a whole lot of discord on whether I should acknowledge follows or whatever else, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know if I should. But anyway, I didn't even look over to my left monitor for 40 minutes, apparently, so hey, who cares? Anyway, let's move on. That wasn't the right button. Here we go. Sometimes things get missed, and I didn't even get a sound. It's kind of weird. Kind of nice. I don't really think I should be acknowledging follows myself, but everybody else does it until they get to a certain point. So whatever. I'm kind of on a should I do it? Should I not? I don't know what side I should be on that one. Let's take the beer cans out, though.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Is it? I don't know. I think my thoughts are better in a bathtub.
They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Oh, linger in the tub more.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
No, I want to stay more. Okay, imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Yeah, it might.
Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Okay, get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Ew. Yeah. You got dressed right out of the tub. Ugh. Wet. This bathroom is nasty. Oh, this whole stupid room is disgusting. Seriously. We're not even going to address the stupid tape recorder over here in the corner. But we're just ignoring the fact that part of the room exists.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours.
That. To tomorrow.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Is there seriously a broken window in your room? This place is a shithole. Seriously. Doesn't feel dangerous, but it is. Beat the hell up. So anyway, skip ahead.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Oh, if you want existential nightmare, not last night, but the night before, you lay down, you know that whole sleep paralysis thing? Oh, that happened to be in a really bad way. Oh, like, it happens to be a lot lately. But that last one, whoa. Sometimes I wonder, should I fight it? Or should I just roll with it? Almost every time it happens, you always want to fight it. But sometimes I'm just like, take me. Let's go. Oh well, maybe next time I'll try to go in. It's hard to, when it happens, it's really hard to go into it with an open mind. You know it's harmless, but every time it happens, you just panic. Just that last one, I almost... Ooh, that last one was really bad. Sucks. Happens to be a lot. Anyway, move on.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
This limbic system voices.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
Wait, wasn't this the express to fuck all Burrow? Oh, hey. No one's here sleeping now, so I can talk with actual volume. Awesome. Let's go. Wait, wasn't this the express to fuck all Burrow?
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks.
I love these voices.
Around you. You just can't help it. Looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here in the half world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Hey now, stop reflecting myself. Okay, let's try, I will. I'm looking at... Human beings will always betray you.
How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
Stop judging me, game.
Thou art honourable and just, sire. 'Tis the snakes who are vile, hissing in the grass. Women, it's the women. Look out for the women. They're oath breakers.
Don't forget about the womb men.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
To be fair, that's why I'm awake right now. So let's go.
Let it.
Let it. Let's go.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Let's go. Wake up. The sleeping voices are literally judging me. And they're right. All of them. Well, and you know what? I would rather have sleeping voices judging me rather than having sleep paralysis. Ugh, that's a nightmare. Ugh.
The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Did I do this? Apparently not.
What do you mean? Assess the damage.
Wow.
How would you do that? What
Okay.
are you eating?
Seriously, like 2 nights ago, I had an episode, and just like these voices are judging me. Close the door. Okay, it's Wednesday. Let's go. Good morning. Oh, hey. This dude is like a by-the-by book cop. Crazy.
Can I help you? Got the 20 round. Good. You
Okay.
got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 row tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, new tasks. New skills. Okay, what do I want to put my skill in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 24 choices for me to put my skills in. But something I was wanting to put it in. Actually, you don't have 24 choices. You actually have a lot less. How many levels do you get in this game? Wish I knew. I'm going to go with something. I'm going to wait for that. I meant to use it on something. You can't do those signatures until you get across the bay. I think. Don't know if I'm going to find speed. Was that chimney? Can I get a refill? That person doesn't pay me enough for this. Sounds like you're a lawyer. Needs more money. Okay, so I don't know what to do here. First time. I don't have a goal. Let's go visit the chimney again, just for giggles, just for a start. Where should I go? Action bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
Does this dude do audiobooks? Because his voice is great.
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. The core is lead. The brass jacket probably didn't cover the entire bullet. Otherwise, the softer metal wouldn't have expanded quite like that. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
Probably.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Soft point bullet with a lead core and a brass jacket close to 8 millimeters. Wow, I actually know this.
Okay. Jacketed means it would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, and not from a muzzle-loader like those typically found on the streets of Revachol West.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means you...
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Let's try it out.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
We'll try it again later. Okay, what else we got? Books, board game, envelope.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Zoning plan?
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Yeah, what's that stupid youth center?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Nothing's a perfect solution, so let's try this.
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're
Okay, we're dumb. I should have done this yesterday.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken Tuscany mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Okay, want to hit? I mean, there's a lot of options, but I'm going to go with number 1.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Gosh, hold on, just saying. Fine, let's go. Turns out that was the last beer. So I am now drinking HEB's best cola. That's good for me. Let's go. Okay. Map.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately tour. Your finger moves through the various streets, finally coming to a halt on.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and
Okay. Just curious. I'm just
There it is
interacting.
again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon.
I'm digging through my
Smells
inventory.
Like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient
Wow.
temple. Yes,
It's chewing
from the
gum.
height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to. The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
Not listen to this as an audiobook or something like forever. This voice is great. I could not possibly produce a voice that I think that people would want to listen to, but this guy, wow, it's great.
There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Wait, where'd he go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Because that's the kind of person I am. Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take, until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take your heart working overtime, trying to keep up with the panicked synapses firing all over your brain, moving liters of blood through you, panicking.
Like, seriously, this voice, it's great.
Feels so familiar.
I can't possibly talk like that. My voice is just literally not deep enough. It's impossible. So, wait, the bullet? The fridge? Wow, I can interact with all these. Okay.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Beat Kuno?
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Who do you think? It's Kuno.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the...
Ice cream maker? Okay, we need to advance our story. So, tasks. What do we need to do? Those are across the bay, aren't they? That's tonight. So, today is like a... Oh, oops. Okay, let's go. Let's go do that. Today, I think, is a task day. Because I don't see useful shit getting... Hey, look, it's raining. A black rain. Is that good? That's bad, right? Okay, let's go report a badge missing. Just for
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is precinct 57. Just a second.
10-2, 10-4,
Aye.
what's your status? 10-18, 10-20, over. 10-18, 10... State your message, sir. Over.
You report my badge mission. I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain.
10-22, the captain.
Is that
this
bad?
Sounds bad.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge.
Okay.
What about your gun, officer? Do you still have your gun, sir? 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, come in. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message, please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Yes.
Affirmative. I'm going to report that you are in the process of recovering your service weapon. Over.
Report it. That's fine. I've lost my gun too.
10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over. 10-4. Orders are still orders.
Yeah, done.
That. 10-10, over.
I did it for the experience. I'm sorry. Interesting. Okay, let's browse about. I don't know. Whatever. So what should I do today? I don't have a specific task. I need to find my badge and the murder weapon, but how?
Looking for something odd?
Found this mug in the trash.
Again?
Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
I tried. Anything new?
Right to work! Right to work! Sure!
That guy is... Okay, so where should I go today? Interesting. I've run into a dead end. So we need to explore. Not Fritta. Where should I go? Okay, let's go retrace our steps. Go visit all the people we talked to before a little bit. Not those guys, assholes. Who are you?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Well, hello.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Oh, I live here. So we're gonna get on. I'm gonna sing karaoke. Let's go.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
So tell me again about that muscular type.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Oh, was it Musclehead? Measurehead?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Do you believe you?
Why shouldn't he? What friend?
What friend?
No, I don't think it came up.
What did it look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece? Whoa, that's a different story.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Oh, it's one of the other mercenaries. Okay.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Oh, thanks.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
He was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return to his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you? You two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
So what's a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Not a friend.
It is. On Sundays.
So why is he staying at your place? Oh, you know why. Come on now.
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
So let's talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Nope.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Composure.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Need more composure. Really? Composure? Of all things?
Can I help you?
Okay. Who are these people?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
That wince too. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay, let's go.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Okay, I don't care. Let's go. Are you a cop?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real
Horse-faced woman. That's bad. Wow. Murder investigation. Are you with the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you?
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Precinct?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Who the fuck are you?
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
You're a cop. So, oh, that wasn't the right button, but whatever. You're a cop, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
So, is he?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Go on.
I'm just looking out for...
War?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
I just want to do my job, that's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Okay. So, is this like the old stupid... This literally reminds me of like the old King's Quest games where you have to do like some stupid thing to make some stupid thing happen. So, what's your deal?
Yes? What is it?
What's his deal?
You look like shit.
Okay, you look like shit too.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit, asshole.
Wow, you seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now, what do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you. There's something that binds you to him.
Wow.
Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
You're just failing checks all over the place. That's fine, whatever. I understand the uniform is metaphorical. I'm actually seeing the working class, right?
I want to say, yes, I think.
Are you working class?
Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in?
No.
You solving the case you're on. I'm passionate about that. So maybe get to it?
Jim.
I'm not getting involved in this.
Wow. Okay, questions.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a prophet.
Not the prophet shit again. No.
Why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Who are you? Why don't you care? You don't want to answer questions.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
He was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Yes.
Okay, well...
Why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, let's talk about the hangman.
Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh
Why am I
my
telling you
god,
this?
there's more. Watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
Lost my badge recently when I called. Oh, is that why they popped up?
That's the where you remember me from?
I've seen you before. I have memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence.
I'm probably screwing that up. But there's a reason they're there.
Can I help you?
You're probably screwing this up badly, aren't you? I don't care. Who cares?
You see that you immediately feel...
Nope. Chef.
The man ponders his...
Oh. Unbelievable. Oh, these people. Okay. Well, Okay, well. Oh, you forgot to get the authority point. Oh, actually, hang on. I've got some molasses. Oh, you're already wearing them, aren't you? Oh, no, you aren't. Don't think wearing different clothes will change. Your skill checks, though. That's... I don't think it'll change it.
The circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
You do other stuff. It's fun. Nope. You're not ready yet. Unless you want to just retry it, just for giggles. There is a tiny chance you might.
Looks like the circus left
Actually,
town, but the clowns are still here.
What do you think? 8% chance?
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
No.
Did you all? You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the
First you tell me someone's been raped. You don't tell me who. That's
Stop
bullshit.
shitting your the law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
I guess you're both the law around here.
No, asshole. You're nobody.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment.
Let's just all cool off.
I don't
We
give a
had some
flying
questions,
fuck.
that's all.
Seriously. Seriously, don't. Us little piss babies trying to piss in each other's pool. Okay, we need to get some more points. Apparently. Something. Clearly, I chose the wrong build to begin with, but it'd probably be roadblocking on someone else if I chose a different build, because that's how this game's designed. Well, I assume it was designed that way. Anyway, let's just talk to random people.
Still here.
It'll be fun.
Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Oh.
What's up?
What do you see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't
I want to know about my soul.
Cool, cool. We all want to know each other, know each other's woes and all. But people.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach.
Oh no, we're not gonna sit at that end. We're gonna keep moving. Let's go. Actually, what can I complete? Apartment 10, sing karaoke, secret passages. Who beat the call? That will make some time. I've been asking around tattoos. I guess I missed something. You know, if I wanted to go look this up outside of the game, I would probably find answers. I wanted to try to avoid that. I want to do this blind.
Hello again, sir.
What is romance? Oh, that's two things I need. Composure. Okay.
It's the type, or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about, maybe some about other books.
I don't want to sit through this. Okay, well, I might have to do some outside looking up and come back. Oh wait,
And
anyway,
also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Stick Mullen book fell apart.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Where else can I go here? Should I just revisit everywhere I've been? I feel like these games sometimes wind up this way.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its mark.
Everything's waiting for me to get a skill up. That feels bad. No, we're not going to let the game sit this way. We are going to push through it. Let's go. Go look around. There's the ice bear. There's the furnace that...
thick layer of... Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Did I ever look at this? What is this?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other.
I don't remember looking
Near
at
the
this.
smoke chamber. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying, or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I hear the murder of a thing.
Wait, really?
No.
Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Hello.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Oh, that's true. Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. The echo is so...
What are you doing?
Did that.
Wait, really?
A lush layer of... Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be still...
It would be.
It's good to have this dirt on you.
Yeah.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Maybe it's the entity.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Then what was the chatter you heard?
Leave. Okay, you unlocked something. I forgot to investigate the rest of this stupid floor when I came down here. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's more. Hey, how about that? There's a whole lot down here that you absolutely missed. Screen Maker still running. Wow. There's stuff there. Hey. What's that? Rusty rifles.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Hey, there's a hidden wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Yeah.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Seriously, I just missed this whole crap down here.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
One is not like the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
A murder weapon similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes, a breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
Are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Indeed. However, it's almost 5 a.m. here, and I need to get going, as we say. Hopefully I will be able to continue this tomorrow. But a lot of progress has been made. And I think I've found the right track as to what I was missing. So, hopefully, I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, but I hope I will. If not, I'll be back the next day. Or the next, whichever. But anyway, thank you for visiting. It's been an interesting run. have a good night. I should be back tomorrow or sooner or later. Hopefully soon. Good night. Good morning. Depends on where you are. Goodbye.